Good morning, coming to you from this beautiful hotel, El Jali, E-L-X-A-L-L-I, El Jali, Yachi in Uruguay, Argentina. But coming to you from El Zonte beach in El Salvador, just south of the capital, about half an hour and then about another 20 minutes down the coastal road, very close to El Tunco. So welcome. Today's video is about water in the third world and Latin America specifically, because I am now sick. My belly is now really bad and it has been for 2 days. So stick with me for a few minutes. I'm not going to reinvent the wheel here. It's pretty common knowledge, but it's my experience. But firstly, if you haven't subscribed, if you like my videos, check out the hiking a volcano video. It was a lot of fun. It was a remarkable day. I'll never forget that. I've had some great adventures already, and I'll be exploring the world as much as I can going forward. So like this video if you enjoy it. Helps me grow the channel and with the algorithm, and if you enjoy my videos, get notifications, subscribe, and you'll see all the new videos from my travels. So firstly, the very first thing you want to do before you come really to any developing country is get yourself a water filter flask or pitcher or drinks container. I've had this for a few years. My wife and I have used these everywhere. Water to go. This is water to go. You can see that comes with a never touch the top. Comes with a clickable top like that, and then this removes obviously, but the filter's just underneath, and can't tell you how long that's good for, but basically filters out everything. So you're just left with dead water, but you may want to, after you filter it, you may want to remineralize it if you care about that, but you're left with essentially really clean water. So you really want one of these whenever you go anywhere. I keep this on me, so that's number one. Get yourself a decent one of these. Usually comes with one filter, maybe two, and then the replacements are in a little box. So water to go, highly recommend that. That's number one before you think about anything else. Number two, as everybody knows, just be careful drinking water in Central America, South America, and developing, I hate to say third world, but nations that are known to have water issues. And you can see for yourself, once you get to these places, you can see and smell it. You can never escape the smell. If you know it, you know it, and if you have a good nose, you can never get away from it. You can smell it in the sinks, in the showers, in the sewers, in the rivers, in the oceans, in the restaurants. Anywhere there's water, you can smell it, and that's because they don't have sanitation, proper water treatment plants, or enough of them. Certainly in the rural areas, maybe in the big cities they do, and maybe in the tourist places like Puerto Vallarta, they have a huge salination, desalination, and treatment plant. But the reality is most places just do not, and that includes all of these beautiful beachside resorts and the surfer resorts. So just be careful with any water source. And number three, that is also includes ice, right? Because ice is just frozen water. So number three is ice. And again, I'm not reinventing the wheel. This is common knowledge, but you have to remind yourself that even though it's 2026, things have not changed in many places. So when you go out at night, you go out partying, getting shots, or even margaritas and cocktails and fancy drinks. And I had a fruit drink the other day it's like a fruit salad drink with ice, and I get sparkling water. I'll get to that in a minute, but I get sparkling water and I get ice, and I just don't think about it. It just looks so refreshing with the lemon or the lime and salt sometimes on the rim. And so just be careful. You may regret it. If you drink, you may end up getting a bit drunk and not having a care in the world, but you may live to regret those decisions. So just be mindful really of maybe even ask if you're staying in a hotel, ask you have filtered water, certainly for food and drink. Number 4 would be careful where you swim, right? Careful where you go swimming. And it kind of relates to number 1, but number 4, and I think this is where I got sick. If you do smell these water sources and the issues, and you do see these dirty rivers, remember it goes in the ocean. It goes directly in the ocean or in the lakes, depending on where you're at. So in my instance, this week in El Salvador on the coast, I went for a walk like I always do, a long walk, and I went through the rural villages and saw all these beautiful beautiful people and villages with lots of problems, lots of developing world, poverty problems, trash, lots of plastic. But I smelt it, and I ended up still going in the ocean because, oh, it's a bit cleaner here, it looks a bit nicer. Nope, that was what got me ill. I have been on the toilet for about 2 days straight, and it doesn't seem to be getting any better. And I think because, like I say, the sewage goes straight in the ocean, and then even though you think it's cleaner, you go out there and you get a little bit in your mouth, up your nose, in your ears, on your skin, in your pores, and boom, bang, voila, you're sick, or I'm ill. So it's not fun. You want to keep your so number, was that 3? Yeah, I think that was 3. 4. So number 4, you want to travel with some medicine, you really do. I had to ask a lady by the pool, I was talking about how I wasn't feeling well, I've been ill, and I had to ask her for some, well, I didn't ask her, but she said, I have some medicine, so I asked her if I could have some, and she offered to give me some anti-diarrheal tablets. So I never take any medicine, I have no prescriptions, I am on no medication, I never will be, hopefully, the rest of my life. But I don't recommend traveling without some sort of anti-diarrheal, antibacterial something. So I will have to go to the pharmacy today and buy something, and I don't mind what it does to my body as long as it will stop what's going on in the toilet. So that's number 4 or number 5. I think number 4, and that is bring some anti-diarrheal medicine. Now number 5, hang on a second. Number 5, this is one that it gets overlooked, and I think I'll finish with number 5. I'm sure there's other things to worry about with water. Actually, yeah, there will be 6. Number 5, and that is, you think you're safe, like this is club soda or agua mineral here in El Salvador, in Central America, certainly in El Salvador, agua mineral, known as agua con gas in a lot of the rest of the Spanish world. Or gasificada. Anyway, so this is my favorite drink when I'm traveling and when I'm in Latin America. I just love agua con gas. I love sparkling water. Absolutely love it. I know, ever since I turned to sparkling water, I've had the best stomach and the best gut. Something in that. Some people can't do it. Some people think because it's not natural gasification, it's not natural carbon, they stay away. Okay. I don't really want to get into science there, but I like it. So, but the point is, number 5 is make sure you actually realize where this stuff's coming from. Your bottled water, your mineral water, sparkling water. I'm not even sure that this is clean. I don't know where this water comes from. It's ironic that until 2 days ago, I was drinking imported expensive Perrier or what's the other one? I forget. Not Evian, but other imported sparkling water, which actually lost its sparkle. It was quite disgusting, but I didn't have any problem. But I started drinking these, I guess, local El Salvadorian one. This is made by Coca-Cola. And I just don't know where this water comes from. Just because it's sparkling and says club soda or mineral on there, it doesn't mean it's from a spring. And if it is from a spring, if it's from a spring anywhere near here or any of these places I talked about, then it still ain't clean. So maybe this is doing me in. And my sister had her own problems when she went to Colombia, and she was drinking bottled water all the time, thinking she was drinking clean water. But it turns out that I had this theory as well in Nicaragua, that a lot of these companies, they rebottle these giant gallons and bottles, and then they sell it back to you as if it's brand new sparkling or mineral water or clean. And I don't think that's the case. I think it's rebottled tap water, and maybe that's just a theory, but just be careful with these. Like, I'd be better off just drinking that, as boring as it is, and as dead as that water is, with no minerals left in it, nothing left in it. It may be safer than drinking that. So, but I'm going to keep drinking it, and hopefully in a day or two I'll be okay. Number 6. Hang on a second. Number 6. I'll do a screenshot of that. Number 6. Put some AI caption with a background behind me. And then I'll finish with this and keep it as short as possible. Number 6 is food. You don't realise, like, water and food mix, like bad water and food, because especially fruit and vegetables. You go for a salad in a restaurant, you go for a fruit salad, fruit and granola for breakfast. I just have fruit and granola for breakfast. Excuse me. And a lot of the time it's washed in the dirty water that you are supposed to avoid. So what's the answer to that? Eating more fried food in vegetable oil, or eating just meat, or eating toxic potato chips or something, or French fries in a greasy, oily pan, fryer? I don't know, but maybe I think actually I do know. I think the answer is, if you're going to eat fruit, really anywhere on earth, it's safer to eat fruit that's in a shell, right? Or has got a very thick outer layer. So papaya might be a bit safer. Anything you have to peel or pull apart yourself, mango might be safer. Papaya, mango, sapote. I've been eating all of these fruits. I love the fruit down here. But anything on the street and anything that's just open and just edible like that, it's either been washed in dirty water usually, or it's open to its environment, right? So yeah, be careful out there. This hasn't been groundbreaking. I hope you've enjoyed. I am extremely sick. I might have to go to the toilet at any moment. I'm lucky I've managed 12 minutes without having to run. But that is it. Just my experience, and just a reminder to the world out there, if anybody's still here, to be careful. And maybe, hopefully, from these 6, maybe 7 things that I've covered, you've taken some information and thought of something that you never thought of before. And just be very careful, because you will regret it. Or you might not regret something that you don't know. If you don't know how something happened, how can you regret it? But you may end up in a world of hurt if you don't take a bit more precaution. So hope you enjoyed this video, and like I said at the start, if you want to see more travel videos and my experiences around the world, like and subscribe, hit the notification if you want to be notified. Have a great day. God bless you all, and send me some prayers. Keep me in your prayers, because I need them right now. I just want to get through this. And yeah, actually I'm gonna have to go as we speak. My mind and my gut are having a conversation like they do, and saying, time to go. Cheers everyone from El Salvador.